ado, let's go ahead and get into that first. Let me take out this, actually. Not that, this. Anyways, all right, so welcome, everyone, to the Daily Recap. BreakyCPK here on what is March 27th, 2017, so excited to be here. So what happened within Dota 2 within this last day? Well, a couple of things. The first thing is the big thing, really. The Dota 2 Asian Championships kicked off here and started as of late last night, early into this morning, of course, being in China, as far as the different times and whatnot. Emil TTV, thanks for the host of the one viewer right there. Appreciate it right there. Anyways, back to this for the daily recap here. So, again, you can kind of get an idea where teams stand after the first day of the groups. I believe there's 3 days in total of the groups. Yeah, this was day 1, day 2, and then day 3 is minimal matches. But at the end of it, then, the top 2 teams go into the winner's bracket. The bottom 4 teams will go to the lower bracket of the main event. So everyone advances on. It's just a matter of where you place, of course, and it has those advantages there. Right now, OG's off to the great start. I got to catch their first match against Wings. They frankly looked dominant. They looked really good against Wings there in that series. They've been boot camping in China, I know, preparing for this event. So it's not a big surprise to see them looking so good. And then you got Wings on the other hand, who's frankly, I haven't been too impressed with as of late. Again, I was very skeptical with them being invited to the Kiev Major in the first place. They are the TI champions, so I get why in the end. But I have not been too impressed with their play from the Chinese team. I feel like there's other Chinese teams, VGJ included, newbies on that list, of course. IG Vitality, which we'll talk about here in just a second, are definitely teams that are looking really good from China. And Wings isn't necessarily up there. They're top 5, I think, but, you know, it's on the lower echelon there. Anyways, that's kind of another story. So OG, though, they're topping at 2-0. How about Empire, however? Empire at 1-1 with 4 points, currently second in the group. Again, only a couple of matches so far, so not to overlook things just yet. But they split their series against Faceless, and they went 2-0 against LFY. So that's no doubt got to be one of the more shocking results after the first day. Empire, nothing against them as a team, but I think if you were to ask the community, and for good reason, including myself, I would not expect Empire to finish in the top 2, let alone do very well in the groups into the main event portion. But hey, so far after the first day, and again, a 2-0 over LFY is definitely something to be pretty proud of. Coming out from them. So they did that. Faceless, the disappointing start, splitting the series against Empire, then 0-2 against OG. Again, not surprising there maybe, but Faceless is really looking to redeem themselves after a very poor Boston Major at one of the more recent LAN events, or the last big LAN event that, of course, happened. That's on everyone's watch list. And this is not another major by any means, but I know a lot of people are looking at this as kind of the intermediate major, with the Kiev Major just around the corner and teams like Faceless going to be going there. You would hope they have some good momentum going into it. But there you got that on the other side for Group B. A little more even overall. NP actually split both of their series, 1-1 against both EG as well as IG. Invictus Gaming, that is. So NP, a solid start. I think that's something to be pretty happy about. Again, Group B, it's overall that group of death, and I can see any 2 teams making the top 2. I really could. I said that going into it, and I have no reason to believe anything different after the first day of results right here. Obviously, Newbie, they are on top currently at 1-1-0. Who did they split against? They split against Team Liquid, actually. That's right. So they split against Liquid, and then Liquid ended up losing to Invictus Gaming, 2-0. I know that maybe throws a couple of people off right there, but again, another case that there's just tough competition at an event like this. But interesting to see the results so far. Obviously, day 2 going to kick off later tonight. Is there any standout matches? Just kind of glimpsing through this real quick that I know that I'm looking forward to. No, Liquid versus MP should be interesting. I know that's going to be a fan favorite right there, most likely. Liquid versus EG, another one that's probably pretty high now that I'm looking at this. EG versus Newbie, though, to kick it off. This one, I think, is going to be really telling, too, to see what EG is going to bring to the table going up against one of the favorites, you got to figure, in Newbie in that matchup right there. So EG will have a chance to prove themselves strong to kick off day number 2 here. Anyways, that's the Dota 2 Asian Championships. I didn't get too much chance to watch a lot of it, obviously with the time zone and everything, but I did catch the beginning, a couple of first series right there, and it seems like things are going pretty well over there with the talent and everything in the production. So as far as other events that are going on that wrapped up, the Dota 2 Champions League, I'm a little biased with this one, mainly because I was casting it throughout this whole last week. It did officially wrap up. Penta Sports, formerly known as Going In, they were actually your tournament champions. And they took the first place. They won 2-0 in the end against Team Spirit, actually. This tournament was filled with plenty of upsets all throughout. It was a pretty brutal format, to be fair. Best of 1 first-round matches, single elimination all the way out. So Again, it's not the most friendly of format, but it's a $5,000 tournament. It's not meant to be this massive format by any means, and I can appreciate what they were doing with an event like this. So it was good to see. It was a lot of fun. All the best of threes actually win 3 games. That was something else that was pretty cool. Except the finals. Go figure. The finals is the only one that's 2-0. It should have been 3 games though. Again, casted that yesterday. Game number 2. It was a loss for Penta. Team Spirit was in total control early on in that game, but they made a couple of questionable decisions, and it just kind of snowballed out of hand from there, and Penta ended up winning the series 2-0. But Penta, formerly known as Going In, this is a team that's an up-and-coming team in the European region, and they kind of kick off strong with just being renamed Penta with the result right here. So congratulations to them, obviously. Looking good as far as their start goes. As far as other tournaments, I think there was a couple others in the minor events real quickly. The Overpower Cup, that's right. The Overpower Cup is still, no, it did wrap up as well. Team Spirit, they did win this event. They won 2-1 over Friends in the finals of this one. Again, this is another just kind of smaller event, a $5,000 prize pool. I believe Moonduck TV was actually doing coverage for this, if I'm not mistaken. So you had that going on. But in the end, again, Team Spirit winning this one. A lot of these kind of minor events happening, which, again, it's great to have. It's not only for help for casters like myself, really trying to get more casting involved in the scene. It's excellent opportunity for that. But then you have for these up-and-coming teams more and more chances to prove themselves. So the Pro Dota Cup, another one of those. And actually just a quick glance at this right here. Before we wrap up, you have 3 teams remaining, it looks like. 4 teams, excuse me. Spirit is in the loser finals. No Logic Gaming currently awaiting in the finals. They will have a 1-0 advantage in a best of 5. SFTE Esports and then Friends are the other 2 remaining teams. So it's going to be fun to see how this plays out, but those are the 4 teams. You have teams like Cloud9, though. Looks like this was a forfeit victory, though. Not exactly sure what happened right there. It's a little unfortunate for Cloud9. But No Logic Gaming, they're in the prime spot right now. You got Excalibur as part of this team. Wait, is that the Horde Excalibur? I thought it was the Horde Excalibur when I first saw him. It is, yeah. No, it is the Horde Excalibur. Interesting. His name is not spelled right here. It's spelled with an X at the beginning, I thought. Anyways, Excalibur playing for them, though. Of course, Horde disbanding a couple of weeks ago. They announced that. Anyways, he's stepping in for No Logic Gaming, and, well, they're in a good spot to take a title right here in the Pro Dota Cup, that $3,500 prize pool. So that's pretty much a wrap-up, though, of what happened within the last couple of days here, even, of the Dota 2 scene. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And that's the wrong button right there. There we go. Thanks for tuning in to the Daily Recap, guys. Once again, I'm BreakyCPK. What is March 27th, 2017. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and until next one, see ya. All right.